Chapters I and II of Tenting to-Night, a Chronicle of Sport and Adventure in Glacier Park and the Cascade Mountains. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by David Wales. Tenting to-Night, a Chronicle of Sport and Adventure in Glacier Park and the Cascade Mountains by Mary Roberts Rinehart. Chapter I. The Trail. The trail is narrow, often but the width of the pony's feet, a tiny path that leads on and on. It is always ahead, sometimes bold and wide, as when it leads the way through the forest; often narrow, as when it hugs the sides of the precipice; sometimes even hiding for a time in river bottom or swamp, or covered by the débris of last winter's avalanche. Sometimes it picks its precarious way over snow fields, which hang at dizzy heights, and again it flounders through mountain streams, where the tired horses must struggle for footing, and do not even dare to stoop and drink. It is dusty, it is wet, it climbs, it falls. It is beautiful and terrible. But always it skirts the coast of adventure. Always it goes on, and always it calls to those who follow it. Tiny path that it is, worn by the feet of earth's wanderers, it is the thread which has knit together the solid places of the earth. The path of feet in the wilderness is the onward march of life itself. City dwellers know nothing of the trail. Poor followers of the pavements, what to them is this 6-inch path of glory? Life for many of them is but a thing of avenues and streets, fixed and unmysterious, a matter of numbers and lights and post boxes and people. They know whither their streets lead. There is no surprise about them, no sudden discovery of a river to be forded, no glimpse of deer in full flight, or of an eagle poised over a stream. No heights, no depths. To know if it rains at night, they look down at shining pavements. They do not hold their faces to the sky. Now I am a near city dweller. For 10 months in the year I am particular about mail delivery, and eat an evening dinner, and occasionally agitate the matter of having a telephone in every room in the house. I run the usual gamut of dinners, dances, and bridge, with the usual country club setting as the spring goes on. And each May I order a number of flimsy frocks, in the conviction that I have done all the hard going I need to, and that this summer we shall go to the New England coast. And then, about the 1st of June, there comes a day when I find myself going over the fishing tackle unearthed by the spring house cleaning, and sorting out of inextricable confusion the family's supply of sweaters, old riding breeches, puttees, rough shoes, trout flies, quirts, ponchos, spurs, reels, and old felt hats. Some of the hats still have a few dejected flies fastened to the ribbon, melancholy hackles, sadly ruffled royal coachmen, and here and there the determined gaiety of the Parmachene belle. I look at my worn and rubbed high-laced boots, at my riding clothes, snagged with many briers and patched from many saddles, at my old brown velour hat, survival of many storms in many countries. It has been rained on in Flanders, slept on in France, and has carried many a refreshing draught to my lips in my ain country. I put my fishing rod together and give it a tentative flick across the bed, and I am lost. The family professes surprise, but it is acquiescent. And that night, or the next day, we wire that we will not take the house in Maine, and I discover that the family has never expected to go to Maine, but has been buying more trout flies right along. As a family we are always buying trout flies. We buy a great many. I do not know what becomes of them. To those whose lives are limited to the unexciting sport of buying golf balls, which have endless names but no variety, I will explain that the trout do not eat the flies, but merely attempt to; so that one of the eternal mysteries is how our flies disappear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?